In this lesson, we're going to work on beginner strumming and rhythm. We're going to do a series of these beginner strumming pattern lessons to try to get, it's really for those who are really struggling with their right hand or their strum hand. If you're left-handed, it's your left hand. Getting the rhythm down. This can be a problem for some people. Rhythm is hard to grasp if it doesn't come naturally sometimes. For a lot of people, rhythm comes very naturally. For others, it has to be worked on. It's kind of hard to teach too, because it's very much a feel thing. So every piece of music, every song has an internal pulse. We call it the beat, right? So it's a steady rhythm, just like your heartbeat is a steady rhythm. Every piece of music has that pulse, and you got to be able to get the rhythm. You got to be able to find that pulse. So a way you can practice that is just, you know, when you're in a car or whenever you're listening to music, just see, you know, it's what makes us want to dance, to bob our head, to tap our foot to a piece of music. That's the pulse. If you find yourself tapping your foot or bobbing your head, you have found it. That's number one. You got to be able to do that. So that's something you'll need to practice if you can't do that. But when it comes specifically to strumming the ukulele, let's work on that. So we're not going to worry too much about a chord just yet. So I just want you to kind of mute these strings. Just lay your fingers over them so you just get that sound. We're just going to work on our strum hand. So when you strum down, you can strum down, you can strum up. Sometimes you hit the strings, sometimes you don't. Typically, our strumming motion falls right in line with what an eighth note pattern would be. So in music, we have quarter notes, which would fall right on the beat. So if this is the beat, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I play that, I'm playing quarter notes. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm doing downstrokes every time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So hopefully you can do this with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now the next division of time is an eighth note, and that's there's twice as many eighth notes in a bar in one measure, one count of 4, 3, 4. That's one bar, one measure. Eighth notes would be twice as fast and twice as many. So if there's 4 quarter notes in a bar, there's going to be 8 eighth notes, and those would sound like this. If our beat is 1, 2, 3, 4, eighth notes would be 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the way we say that is by saying 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, as opposed to just 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's our eighth notes. So to strum that, it'd be down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So I'll do with my foot, I'll tap the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So our downstrokes are always on the number, our upstrokes are always on the and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So if you know that concept, then most strumming patterns are devised up or made up of quarter notes and eighth notes. Not all. There's some dotted quarter notes and 16th notes, and we'll get into that later, but most of them are a combination of quarter notes and eighth notes, okay? So when you play, the natural motion if you're doing a downstroke, you have to come back up to do another downstroke. So what you are essentially doing, your hand is always doing eighth notes. So even if I just play quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, I still do an up motion to get back to the position to be able to do a downstroke. Well, that up motion is your ands. So you're doing an eighth note motion, but you're only striking the strings on the quarter notes. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Now if I want to actually play eighth notes, I'll actually strike the strings on my upstrokes. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. Just quarter notes. But my hand is still coming up in an upward motion on the eighth note beat if we were playing eighth notes. So now when you see a strumming pattern that is more complicated than just downstrokes, just quarter notes, it's just a matter of when you hit the strings in your motion of doing eighth notes. So we're always doing this, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. Okay, so let's take a very simple, the first simple pattern. It's going to be 3 quarter notes and 2 eighth notes at the end. So it sounds like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, and. So we're going to hit on the last beat 4 and. You're going to do up and a down, or a down and an up. So it's down, 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 up, down, 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 up. See if you can do that with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Okay, so now if you got that down, let's try playing a chord. Let's just play a C chord. Okay, so this is exercise 1. We're just going to play a couple bars of C, doing down, 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 up. If you're still having problems, see if you can clap it or tap it on your knee, whatever. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up. If you can do that, then you should be able to translate that to this motion. Okay, so let's play a C. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Okay, so if you got that, let's move to exercise 2, which is switching from a C to a G chord. If you didn't get that, pause right now and practice that until you get it down. Okay, for those of you who are ready, let's do a bar of C and then a bar of G. It's going to sound like this. So we're just going to go back and forth. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Okay, congratulations if you were able to play along with me, and you can move on to the next lesson, which is the beginner strumming pattern number 2. If not, don't be discouraged, just practice it more. You'll eventually get it. Just keep practicing it, keep practicing clapping it, tapping the rhythm, whatever you got to do to get it down, And if playing the chords is messing you up, go back to just scratching on the strings. Okay, so when you get that down, everybody, I'll see you in beginner strumming pattern number 2.